So, Khoisan, what would you like to see happen here at home for you to grow as artists and be as impactful internationally as our other two guests, Mphosi Bina and Seretse of Seretse and the Natives?
As far as the change that we all crave for in our industry, honestly, I feel like the first thing that would help all of us, because I'm not just talking about Khoisan, I'm talking about every artist on teamwork and like working together. I know the concept of unity is really just like a far-fetched dream, but as far as we would want things to actually blow out, just not staying within our borders, but go as far as South Africa. Because let me tell you something, people are not privileged in the same way. You know, an artist might know Jay-Z or the United States. That I don't know. Someone might know Tory Lanez, someone might know Samama. And imagine if we actually had that type of teamwork, you know, I could be confident enough to go to Hensik and Marakar. Hey bro, you know what? I feel like your type of style would actually resonate with what Jay-Z does. Alright, go for it. You know, because I can actually get through to him. I can help you climb as we do. You understand? So it's a really hard thing because, you know, everybody's just really working for what they want. To be honest with you, in this industry, hey,
as active been in the industry for much longer, what do Mphosi Bina and Seretse think are some of the opportunities that exist that newer acts could take advantage of to be able to penetrate the international music scene, whether this be technology, collaborations, and or the likes?
Definitely the internet has been my best friend. I'm on there all the time researching what grants I can apply for. You know, this is with initiatives like Music in Africa and the Gota Foundation. They do a lot of work with artists and they really do celebrate and want to inject into cultural projects. And, you know, especially now being African and being in Africa is very, very exciting because, you know, people are seeing the value and, you know, the value of our work. And yeah, I'd say take advantage of the internet.
For me, the internet is a great avenue for opportunities. I mean, you just get in there, you look for residencies. Our people don't do arts residencies. You know, other nations do that. They apply for those. These are opportunities that are available. You know, there are many arts, you know, establishments across the world that offer residencies. Artists can go there, stay there for a month, for 6 months, for a year, you know, working with other artists there, and you know, it helps because you get to travel and you get to have your work, you know, being presented in those international spaces. Still, about the internet is that we can meet other musicians, you know, and this is how I usually would work, is that I would meet musicians, you know, who I would get to introduce to my music, and if they like it enough, you know, they show that, oh, we like this. I'm like, yeah, you know, if I'm in your area, would you be happy to play with me? And that's how I managed to travel.
Having been active for just over 2 years, what wisdom do Khoisan think they could take from those who've been working in this industry for longer? Have you interacted with, you know, some of these artists who've been in the scene for much longer and have actually, you know, had the experience of being on international stages before? And do you think that there's something that you could learn from that to see yourselves having those same experiences and that kind of longevity?
I have to say, Botswana is it's not that big, so you would know every artist. So yeah, we have had conversations with our fellow artists, Babatona Mokorona as well, and honestly, they one thing they keep saying is dedication, investment, and passion. So that's it.
In Africa, help is what we do. That is why we at FNB are relentlessly driven to provide real help to you, the passionate and courageous, the creators and the optimists. These are the entrepreneurs we support, the communities we uplift. It is because of you that real help is what we do. FNB, How can we help you?
Collectively as artists, what are their hopes and dreams for themselves and the local music industry?
My hopes really is more collaboration between us in the industry, in the creative industry. I want to see more musicians collaborating with, people in different sectors, because that's how the industry grows. I pride myself in, wearing all local. Everything from my earrings to my scarf to my ring to my pants is all local. And I'd love to see people on TV like you doing the same thing, because this thing can only grow if we do it together and if we, we lift each other up. That's how we're gonna grow essentially as a market. And I want to see more initiative from the corporate sector investing in their local artists, as we do see in, all over the world. A lot of corporates are engaging with their clients. I mean, not their clients, but the creative sector to grow the entire thing.
Honestly, right now, I'm looking at myself. I'm looking at me and my team and the people that actually represent me out there. I want to be able to, if I want to help another person, I should be able to help myself first. You understand? Kind of like in families. Because he has the capability to actually do that. So I want the name Khoisan to be able to oh my God. When these people actually step up in here, we know they're the highest in the room. We want to be able to dominate stuff. We want to be able to change stuff. You understand? So as far as the industry, we should just work on our individual selves before we can actually acquire a goal altogether. Because you're better, I'm better. Things are just going to work out on their own, because we all have our things figured out.
My passion is in seeing, the industry developing, because when it develops, it stops being about individual brilliance. You know what I mean? We start to produce more, works that we can, more brands that we can export, and there's a lot of value in that. Because at the moment it's like, it's like, oh, that's a brilliant guy, brilliant. But it shouldn't be that way. We should have systems in place, policies in place that develop the industry. So for me, it wouldn't really please me so much if it's just me, if it's still the same current, because it helps. It has a multiplier effect when I'm playing a festival in Israel and somebody's playing a festival in Jamaica, another guy is in Germany. It's like we're all over the place. Because the next time I call the festival in Jamaica, or my manager makes contact with them, they know Botswana. There's a guy who did amazing work there. But if it's just you, it will take forever for us as an industry to be known as producers of quality content.